So what I'm about to tell you, it's gonna sound completely backwards, but stick with me because once you see what I'm talking about, it's gonna completely change the way that you think about building your wealth in your 20s. The hardest working person you know is probably broke. And the person making 6 figures a month is probably not working half as hard as you think they are. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds like some lazy get rich quick garbage, but that's not what it is. Because here's the uncomfortable truth that nobody wants to talk about. Hard work doesn't make you rich, but choosing the right thing to work hard on does. And I've been watching this play out in real time. Young guys in their early 20s, same age, same work ethic, same drive. One of them is grinding 80 hours a week and they're barely scraping by. And then the other one is working only 40 hours a week and he's on track to make 6 figures in their first year. And this doesn't come down to talent, luck, or outright connections, but it's from the vehicle that they're choosing to drive. And if I had to point out the one decision that completely transformed my life, it's this, that I luckily enough, got to choose the right vehicle to get to my destination. Let me show you what I mean. Imagine you're trying to get somewhere, right? You could walk, that's gonna take you a year. You could run, that's gonna take you 4 months. You could drive, that's only gonna take you a week. Or you could fly, because it's only gonna take you 4 hours. Now here's my question. Is the person who flies more hardworking than the person who walks? No. The person who walked worked way harder. They just didn't choose the right vehicle to get to the destination. And here's what blows my mind. Everyone gets this when they actually talk about traveling. Nobody's gonna walk to California when they could just fly. That would be insane. But when it comes to building wealth, people do the exact same thing. They pick the hardest, slowest path, and then they wonder why they're not getting anywhere. I see it all the time. Young guys working their tails off, chasing every business model they can. Drop shipping, trading stocks, SMMA, door knocking, starting window cleaning businesses, whatever it is, these guys are giving it everything they have and they still end up broke. And it's not because they're not working hard enough, but because the vehicle that they choose isn't working. Listen, I'm not here to disrespect anyone who's gone that path. I actually think it's really disrespectful when people online dunk on 9-to-5 workers for chasing these things. After all, everyone is doing their best with what they know. But all I'm saying is that if your eyes have been opened and you know that there are better vehicles out there, you owe it to yourself not to make life harder than it needs to be. Because the truth is, most people don't even know that these better vehicles exist. We're in this echo chamber where most people are blissfully unaware and they're just trying their best with what they've been given. But since you're watching this video, your eyes will be open to the opportunity that's under your nose. So my question is, are you gonna keep walking when you could be flying? Because we're living through the greatest time in human history to build wealth. And if you understand that proven systems exist and you know how to plug into them, you can completely change your life. Whether you're 18 or you're 25 and whether you have a degree or you don't, or you have connections or not, there are vehicles out there right now that obviously were not available 20 or 30 years ago. Now, let me be extremely clear about something. There is no such thing as a get rich quick. Anyone who's built real wealth will tell you the same thing, but there is a get rich quicker. There's no such thing as a get rich easy, but there is a get rich easier. You're still gonna have to work, but you're gonna be driving to work in a vehicle that actually gets you where you wanna go. Now, for me personally, that vehicle has been life insurance. And I know what you're thinking, life insurance, really? And I get it because I thought the exact same thing until I found out and came to the realization that life insurance is actually an industry with one of the most stable, most regulated financial industries in the world. Every major bank, every investment firm, they're all built on the same principles: protection, compounding, and legacy. The truth is, the insurance industry has built more millionaires than any other financial profession because it doesn't require to have decades of experience. If you're between the ages of 18 and 25 and you have discipline and coachability, you can get trained, mentored, licensed, and build a real business in a few months. Let me give you some real numbers because this is where it actually clicks. Right now, in our company, we have over 900 active agents working across the country. And the average agent earns over $10,000 a month. We've got 21-year-olds scaling to $150,000 plus in monthly profit within a year of working here, and agents making $10,000 a week within their first 90 days. And I'm not saying this to brag or telling you this because this vehicle works. For me, I'm saying it works for regular people just like me. Now here's what this actually gives you, because most people don't really care or know how to make $10 million a year. All they want is the freedom to control their time and stop being bound by somebody else's schedule or paycheck. They want to wake up every day going to do something that matters, constantly improving mentally, physically, financially, spiritually, being around other ambitious people so that they can become the best version of themselves. And that's what this vehicle provides. And that leads me to something that I want to make very clear because it's incredibly important to me. Faith is always the headline of everything that I do and everything that I teach, because the number one reason that I've been able to transform my life is because of God. When you put God first, it opens the door to growth in your finances, your business, and all other disciplines for your purpose. So that's what we focus on here: faith, and then finances and fitness. And look, I'm no different than you. All I did was that I saw this vehicle that I had in front of me and I decided not to take the hard route, but I decided to take the easier and the quicker one. And if this was 30 years ago, I wouldn't have had this level of success at this age because I would have had no way to get there. This opportunity is available right now. That's why it breaks my heart seeing these young guys wake up every morning that are working their tails off at jobs that drain them, or they're chasing systems that don't work just because they don't know any better. And that's also why me and my friend Wiley have put together a full training on how to get started in the life insurance industry, and it's actually recorded right here in our office in Austin. We walk you through the entire system, from how to get licensed, getting trained, how you can actually plug into this vehicle and start producing real results. I show you real people on my team who started from zero. Some were in $25,000 in debt like myself. Some were working dead end 9-to-5s that they hated, and I break down exactly how they got from where they were to where they are now. So if you want to get free access to the whole training and see how this vehicle actually works in practice, click the link below and we'll see you there.